Hello, hello, welcome. Hello, this is YTYMI Rewind, YTYMI Rewind podcast. This is YTYMI Rewind, YTYMI Rewind podcast. Hello, this is YTYMI Rewind, episode 6, book. How's it going? Book's a classic word. This is a classic book. To perception and awareness, perspectives through persons. You can pick it up at Amazon. Oh no, I dropped it. My phone's going right after. Look, it's a little picture of me. Me and me together. I had food not too long ago. It's stuck in my teeth. Oh, this is You Tweeted You Mean to Rewind, where we recap. You tweeted you meaned it. And guess what episode we're on? This is The Busy Work. I listened up to episode 15. While there are some moments enjoyable, this is not. Full steam, let's say that. Not full steam. I'm still testing the waters, seeing what I want to do with the podcast. There's a few guests coming up. This might be a guest episode.
Welcome to You Tweeted You Meaned It, episode 6. With your guests, Byron. Yeah, there's a fucking metronome going off right now, and I'm just gonna try to stop that real quick. Control M, not the right button. Control U, perfect. So, this is You Tweeted You Mean It podcast, and I turned off the metronome, and I am ready to start. Are you ready to start? Of course, you're ready to start. I'm here with myself. I'm here with myself. I'm in my room alone. I have a very long cord for my mic, and I like to untwist it because it got twisted up because it was sitting on the floor for a really long time. If you have not noticed, I haven't done this podcast in, I'm going to say 4 weeks, because 4 is just my go-to number. I just say 4, and I add weeks, month, days, years, however long I think is appropriate, or like, semi-appropriate for the 4. If it was like, 12 weeks, I would say 4 months. Or if it was like, maybe it was maybe it was only like 8 days. I would say 4 days. You know, it's because just 4 is my go-to number. Yeah, so maybe talking about numbers is not the right way to go with this episode. This episode we will talk about how I have nothing to talk about, and I just started the podcast randomly. I was like, I really got to do this. I really got to do this before I go out and do stand up, because I've been doing nothing with my home time except like I've really just been doing nothing. Yeah, I've watched a little TV in my bed. I mentioned before, depression. You sit at home by yourself and you watch your favorite shows online. So that's I've been doing a little of that. I've gotten away from Twitter a little, and it makes sense that I stopped doing You Tweeted You Meaned It when I got away from Twitter. But I'm back and better than ever, according to myself. Because you don't really get references. Well, I don't really get references. Maybe you get references, but fuck you and your references. Your references can suck on my cock. How you like them peaches? Callback, episode 3. I'm just saying 3. I should have said 4. Wow, I fucking contradicted my own fucking joke in this few seconds. So I kind of want to talk about my stand-up experience, how that's been going. Stand-up has been going pretty great. It's I've had some good crowds. I've had some bad crowds. Yeah, I've told some nice jokes, and I've told some racy jokes, and some jokes that were a little too deep. Some jokes that I really well, what I've been going for lately is I really want to tell people things. Like I really want to be like a teacher to people who are drinking and eating. Like I don't want to be a school teacher. Fuck that. Unless they're having snack time all fucking day, then I will be a teacher. But until that day where snack time is just the whole school day, you know, count me out. I'll just be a comedian. And if I was a teacher during snack time, I think I would be a religion teacher just because that's fun for me. I like talking about religion. What I do with stand up is I get up there and I talk about things that I don't talk about in person because maybe it's politically incorrect or it's a sore subject for people. I don't want to start any fights with my words. So stand up gives me a chance to actually say the things that I'm thinking and not start fights. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Uh, some jokes I'll think of them and they'll actually be in my head. Like some I forget a lot easily, but sometimes I'll be thinking of something and it'll be in my head and I will miss my opportunities to say it because I don't think the crowd will enjoy it. That's why I can't wait to get that fame behind my name to where people are interested in what I'm talking about. No matter the subject, they know that I have coherent thoughts. They know something funny is going to come out of it. I might be babbling on about zebras or tigers, dinosaurs or something. They're like, I'm gonna follow the premise. I'm gonna give it a little time, and then I talk about fucking dinosaurs and zebras having babies that look like T Rexes with stripes. Yeah, T Rex stripes. Yeah, that. Oh, striped T Rex. Did that make anybody laugh? Because I usually laugh at my own jokes, and I did not laugh at that joke, honestly. Because it wasn't really a joke. It was just me bantering. I do a lot of bantering. I don't really banter on stage jokes. I'm afraid to. I'm really afraid of crowd work. It really scares me. It's like, what if they don't answer? And I've been doing open mics for a while, and I've seen a lot of people do crowd work, and they do it really well. But I feel like for me, it's just not gonna work. This one time, the comedian was on stage. He asked a question to a guy who was in the front row. He looked like he was paying attention and everything. Front row dude. Asked the question. Dude kind of stared at him. Uh, Looked around a bit like he didn't ask me a question just now. He was not talking to me. He's a comedian. He's up there on stage. He didn't talk to me just now. And the comedian just stood there waiting for an answer. And like he just waited. And he was like, yeah, I'm talking to you. You don't have to ask, your friend for the answer. And that's the kind of courage that I don't have for me to to literally ask the question only once because I'm very apologetic, and that comes from how I grew up and the fights that I've gotten into with my immediate family, and they aren't really fights. They're just like verbal disagreements, honestly, because I'm politically incorrect. I'm wow. I'm just mumbling up all the words. I'm politically correct, so I'd like to call them, verbal misunderstandings that I get into with my immediate family, and so I'm just. I always feel like I can't win the argument, so it's like I just apologize and I'll take the back seat. I don't care. I'm like, fuck it, make me look dumb. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Whatever, I do what I want. Call back to Cartman. That's not a callback to anything, but I just say it's a callback because I like the word callback. Because bitches don't be calling me back. Oh shit. No, but really, like, I think if I asked a question to a person in the audience and they completely, disrespected me and they looked away or something like that, I would probably be like, "Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hey, did you hear me? I said this." And just doing that, I feel like it would take everybody else in the crowd out of it. I feel like they will be like, this guy can't even get, you know, dude sitting to my left to answer him. Like, why should I even pay attention to him if dude to the left isn't paying attention? Like, monkey see, monkey do. Keeping it with the animals, baby. Animals are cool. Uh, anybody like dogs? That's a comedian's joke that I've seen recently. It's a great joke. Yeah, but I'm not here to do jokes. I'm here to talk about tweets. And have you been on Twitter recently? Because I have, and it sucks. God damn it, I logged on to Twitter and I lost a follower. Motherfucker. You know what I do when I lose a follower? Do you know what I do when I lose a follower? I go to justunfollow.com and I check and see who that motherfucker is. And I unfollow them too. That's all that happens. There's like no repercussions. Honestly, I feel like more people should unfollow me. I have 814 followers. What the fuck is wrong with those people? Like, I'm not doing anything special with my Twitter except speaking my mind and trying not to be a douche. That's all I'm doing on Twitter. Like, I try not to be, but sometimes I'll be that Twitter hack, which is a callback, Twitter hack to the fourth episode, motherfucker. Yeah, which is a callback to the joke about fours, nigga. I had to say nigga in here at least once. I can be mumble mouth with it, nigga. Nigga. You might not know I'm saying the N word, but that's what I'm implying. Much like people do when they say N word, they imply nigga. Sometimes when people say N word, they imply nigger, nigger, nigger. And that's just uncool, guys. We shouldn't be saying that word, especially 3 times in a row. Like, I really feel like some black dude, with a crazy haircut and like one arm is gonna come out of my closet. I'm facing my closet right now, so this is like live fear you're hearing right now in my voice. Like, some black dude with one arm and crazy hair is gonna come out with chains on him and be like, "I was a nigger." And you can't be saying that shit 3 times in a row, nigga. And he just grabs me and he drags me into the closet. And it magically transforms into 1874. And everybody's like, "Oh, we got ourselves a nigger here." And they put me to work for 12 years. And then I finally come back home and I'm just different. Like, my wife doesn't love me anymore. My daughter's all grown and she has a fucking husband. I didn't approve that husband, bitch. You better not have a husband and no baby. I don't want to see that baby. What's that baby's name? You know I was gonna name your baby. The fuck? Oh, tangent. Tangent alert. Tangent alert. I don't have a wife nor kids. And I really doubt saying anything 3 times, whether it be in a mirror or not, will do anything. The universe just doesn't work like that. Unless you're a magician, then the universe does work like that, and you can do it in front of people. They'll never be the wiser. Never, never know. You'll never know. You'll never know the magician's plight. You'll never know the magician's plight. Saying things 3 times actually does something. So you have to watch your words all day, all your life. You think magicians just become magicians? No, motherfucker. They were magicians when they were born. They came out of the pussy like without touching the pussy. Like it was like they were in the doctor's office. The doctor's like, "All right, your contractions are coming." Holy shit! Is that a baby in your arms? How the fuck do you do that? Niggas like, I'm evil Knievel. That's not even a magician. I'm evil Knievel, the magician, the magician version. He jumped the vaginal canal without touching it. Evil Knievel magician. God damn it. This is gold here. The gold standard, if I may oblige myself. Um, I was really, I'm really thinking about not even reading tweets on this go round. I was also thinking of coming in after I record this and recording over it, but um, I just, I just, I just, yeah, that's what the audience wants to hear, me making sex noises instead of reading tweets. Maybe that's what this shit should be, just sex noises from Byron. Oh, I didn't say my normal thing. I am Byron, aka Black Rocker on Twitter, aka Lord Black Rocker on Instagram, aka Lord Byron in the music business. I say music business lightly because I'm not really in the music business because I haven't made no money from my music. Therefore, there is no business. But it is music. I can tell you that much. You can shake your bum. You can shake your bum to something that I made. I turned into a ghost at the end of that. That's what happened with the voice. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna uh, like last time when I didn't edit any of the spaces in between the tweets. Like maybe I'll do something like that where I just don't edit it because I just don't feel like editing anymore. Like who has time for that? Like really? Like oh my god. Um, so it's been 16 minutes, and I don't know how much time I have on this earth. Maybe I don't have an extra 5 minutes on this earth. You know, just to ramble on about nothing. Maybe maybe you don't have an extra 30 minutes to listen to my voice. Maybe you're gonna die in the next 6. God damn it, I should have said 4. Fucking up on every turn. Every turn. You know how many plays I have right now on SoundCloud? 4. 4 plays this week. It is fucking Wednesday. That is fucking ridiculous. Come on. Where's my PR guy? Get my name out there, motherfucker. Where's my manager? Is there like a website you can go to where you like search managers, kind of like Craigslist, except you're not trying to have sex with them. You just want them to get you famous. Is that a thing? Managersareus.com. If there isn't, I think I'm gonna buy that domain and just start a managing company. You know, eventually I'm gonna be under the company and over it at the same time, kind of like a 69. Uh, you see, I try not to be douchey on Twitter, but on a podcast about Twitter, you could be as douchey as you want. You know, you get those liberties. I get certain liberties to be douchey and say e after my wordies. My word. Sometimes I make noises. I used to make a lot of noises when I was younger. I wouldn't say I have Tourette's because I don't, but I used to make noises. used to be like beep beep, bow, 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 you know, just randomly in class. Teachers really hated that shit. It's like, why do you hate that shit? And then I was a comedian and I understood hecklers, and teachers really just hate hecklers. That's what their problem is. When kids are talking in class, they want to throw shit at them, pour water on them and shit, just because they just really hate hecklers. If everybody would, when I was younger, if I would have raised my hand, and they would have called on me, and I would have been like, wow, it would have been okay because I raised my hand first, but I just didn't raise my hand. Hindsight is 50-50. That's what they say. Hindsight is 50-50 because it's half and half. Sometimes you see what you want, and sometimes you just look like a dick, and that's 50-50. I'm getting a telegraph, and it's saying that hindsight is 20-20. How does that even make sense? Does it add up to 40? Like what? Like, and then 20-20? Like 20 out of 20, which is it's just one. Fractions. Anybody do math? Which reminds me of another comedian's joke that I will not do because we do not do bits on a show about fucking Twitter, you motherfuckers. That being said, I'd like to do a bit about my. No, this is tweets that I had. At one point, I said I was starting a competition and I hashtagged it. So in real time, I'm going to search the hashtag on Twitter, which is NLBCC. Holy shit, there's. What the fuck? There's actually an NLBCC. Like, it says NLBC community. Hold on, my mom's calling me. BRB. What? Alright. That was the dinner bell. Now to see what the NLBC community is. Because you're just so interested, especially after that pause. NLBC community is tweeters who like to bring British Columbia, Canada, and the Netherlands closer to each other by means of trade, tourism, Okay, that's a grammar mistake right there, Mr. NLBC community. Environmentally involvement. Environmentally involvement. That's what we want to do. No, we want, environmental involvement. That's what we want. And passion. These people are from Holland, but they want to bring British Columbia, Canada, and the Netherlands closer. Is Holland in the Netherlands? Or is Holland just a whole nother place that, Holland is just looking out for these Netherlands people in British Columbia and Canada. They're just looking out for them, Everybody love everybody, Fucking Bobby Moon taught us that. I feel like I'm getting his name wrong. Like, I just think Ricky Bobby and, like, Bobby, Ricky Moon, Ricky, like, what the fuck was his name on that movie? Semi-Pro is the movie. If you did not know, everybody love everybody. You should know that. Now back to the hashtag of the competition that I started a while ago. The NLBCC. All right. Now I'm in the search from Twitter. Oh yeah, I'm in search from Twitter. Oh yeah. I will read the tweets from March 25th in order. If it's not in order, you can slap me in the face. through the podcast only. The slap in the face is through the podcast only. No real slaps in the face. Okay? I wish I had the power and capacity to put together a contest. New Life Book Compilation Contest. Hashtag MLBCC. The New Life Compilation New Vlog. That's the airplane exploding because I can't fucking talk. The New Life Book Compilation Contest. This is your chance to put together a new canon out of your favorite books. A hint is to start with a children's book, then a coming of age book, then maybe a novel, and add in an epic poem. Then you go for the Big Bang, aka Apocalypse book. The winner of the New Life Book Compilation Contest gets no credit, of course. The books will, of course, be modified to accede to the World Order agendas, at which point it will become a new authorless book. We can say, it was written by man, inspired by the Holy Spirit, and ordained by God. And then the New Life Book compilation will be titled The Progressive Testament and mass produced. But wait, there's more. The Progressive Testament will be taught to all the second and third world preschools. Then we'll gather missionaries and weapons and send them, to spread the word of the Progressive Testament to the world. The rest of the world, other than the second and third, get the first world in there. Maybe the fourth. Are there any fourth words out there? Anyway, did I go too far yet? Because it seems like there might be room for a little ethnic cleansing in the Progressive Testament movement. That's the end of those tweets. They were great. I didn't go in order because I didn't read the last one last. I said some shit in the middle before the last one. So that virtual slap is headed my way. Oh, there it was. Hey, oh, you heard it. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. The only place where you could have heard you tweeted you made it virtual slap. Because I don't think anybody else is doing you tweeted you made virtual slaps contests about New Life Book compilation contests. Has anyone read the Bible lately? It's kind of boring. I think we need a we might need to revamp the Bible. They're making all these remake movies. Like like these movies haven't been classic for 100 thousand years. Like these movies have only been classic for a short period of time. You know how classic? You know how long the Bible's been classic? And don't pretend like they never did this shit before. You know they did this shit. They had a canon, the Council of Nicaea. They had the Old Testament first, and then later on, Jesus came around. They had the New Testament. So I came around. Why don't we make the Progressive Testament now? I want On the Beach to be my Revelations. Why can't everything end in Australia peacefully after the nuclear fallout? Peacefully after everyone kills each other. uh, as far as the religious aspect of the New Life Book compilation contest, maybe, I don't know. It's up to you guys because it's a contest. I'm not doing the work. And the winner gets no credit anyway. Grab a couple of your buddies. You know, fucking talk about some books. Start a book club just so you can win this contest and get no credit. Because it's going to be something bigger than you. It's going to be something big. It's going to be ordained by God. By God. Can you hear me when I whisper? God can. I'm still wondering if I'm gonna That was another plane crash. It was a silent one, like the Malaysia flight. I don't even know if it was Malaysia. I'm just throwing Malaysia out there. There was a flight that disappeared recently, and nobody can find it. What the fuck am I doing talking about like hip topics? That is not what this podcast is about. It is Wednesday. What Wednesday, you ask? A Wednesday in March. If you want to get any more detailed than that, you're gonna have to lick some balls. All right. I saw a Lily Allen video, and she was like, "It's a song called It's Hard Out Here." Actually, I don't know if that's the real title. I'm pretty sure it's close to the title of what the song really is, but she was like, fuck growing a pair of balls, grow a pair of tits. It's hard out here for a bitch. Like that shit is tight. I'm all for women empowerment. The feminist movement. It's not even really a feminist movement. It's
Stopping just because I can.
I'm to speed it up cause I can't move at the space. Sometimes it's hard to find the words to say. I'll go ahead and say them anyway. Forget your balls and grow a pair of tits. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard out here for a bitch. It's hard for a bitch, for a bitch. It's hard out here for a bitch. It's hard for a bitch. Anyway, forget your balls and grow a pair of tits.
it's just girls just trying to be themselves and not knowing where to turn because reality TV is fucking their heads up. It'll do it to you. You can't be normal. You can't be yourself when you're on TV. Like 4 days out of the week, taping yourself walking around. Like it just you're gonna start acting, and then the producers are gonna be like, "Oh, it's getting a little boring. Do you think you can mix it up this week? Maybe go get your nails done at that place where they don't really like you." And you're like, "What? Why would I go there? I mean, they don't like me. They keep speaking fucking Mandarin. They're not even Chinese. These Koreans learn Mandarin, and they keep insulting me. I know it. I know it. I know they did. They insulted me because they laughed. They look in my eyes and laugh. Why would I go there, producer?" Producer's like, well, it would be good for the show. We need some more ratings. If you're not gonna do that, why don't you invite your mother to meet the guy you slept with on that first date? Yeah, why don't we do that? I'm gonna call your mother right now, okay? She's probably gonna call you a whore. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? Why would I? I had that one night stand because you said it would be good for the ratings, but I did, my mother doesn't know I'm a whore. Well, it would be great for the ratings. Like people would love to see that. Okay, are you good with that? Because I'm good with that. Okay, I'm calling your mother now. And what's the dude's name? Jamarcus. All right, thank you. This has been you. This has been crazy. Is what this has been. This isn't even you tweeted you made it anymore. This is just craziness. And I just want to reiterate that I'm Byron. I'm Byron Broussard. I'm also Black Rocker. I'm also Lord Black Rocker, and I'm also Lord Byron. I do I do a lot of shit sometimes. Sometimes I do nothing, and it's the times that I do nothing that mean the most. That's a big fuck you to all of my fans, because that's what I like to do. I like to pretend that I don't have fans and just shit on them all day. I shit on you guys so much. I'm sorry for that. I love you guys. Honestly, you're you're the best silent fans that anyone could ask for. Because you just let me be myself. You let me brood in my self pity. Like you stand back and you're like, I'm gonna watch this shit from afar because this shit is funny and I don't want to stop him. I don't want to stop him. He's gonna kill himself one day. I'm not gonna stop him. I don't give a fuck. He's gonna step in front of that train. I'm not. This has been You Tweeted You Mean It. Episode 6. I'm not gonna step in front of that train. Who thought I was gonna end on that note? I'm not gonna end on that note. Come on, guys. You know me better than this. You heard episode 4. Bang! Call back! End.
That was episode 6. I think I read some tweets. This episode was a little more experimental with the video itself. Went to my website and Twitter, Instagram. I might do that to distract myself from listening to these episodes. Just put a bunch of shit on the screen. I might go to secretenergy.com eventually. They have a lot of cool pictures. I like sharing my own stuff, even though like the idea of sharing words while I'm having a podcast playing is kind of stupid. To read while listening to a podcast, I don't know. I do it. Also, you can listen to this podcast without the distraction of all of this on YouTube. You can listen to it on Podbean, lordbyron.podbean.com to find You Tweeted, You Meaned It, the original version. There's 120 something episodes currently. This episode, it seemed like I got more into myself. Kind of had a conversation about nothing to myself, about nothing, seemingly. I talked about stand-up, which was cool. I don't know. Alistair Crowley Toth Deck, how would you like to say goodbye? We flip an external sorrow. Number 3 of swords, sorrow. This has been YTYMI Rewind, episode 6. Catch me on the flip side and all that good stuff. You can't end like that.